Thousand Acre Ranch in Stony Creek, New York. It was about a 3.5 hour drive from us, and it was worth every minute. I don't know who I am, but I have never felt more in touch with nature. Look at this scenery. Waking up to this every morning was so beyond incredible. So let me tell you first what's included in your stay. There's tons of water activities, kayaking, canoeing, paddle boating, tubing, out on this beautiful water. My kids really got so good at it by the end. My husband was great. He was a camp counselor. He kept taking my kids out there. They absolutely loved it. I believe they went out at least 2 or 3 times a day. No, I'm not kidding. So all this equipment is available to you at any time. Next, you have the ropes course. This thing was intense. Now, you have to be at least 10 years old. There is also height and weight restrictions over there. This is definitely more for older kids. My 3 younger kids, we just watched my husband and my older son do this, but it was pretty entertaining. Then they also have this zip line. Look at my baby. I'm so proud of him that he did this. And then the bungee jumping. My husband he was really into it. What a sport. Rock climbing as well. There's 3 pools. They have this indoor pool, and they also have 2 outdoor pools, which were not open when we were there, but they looked very nice. They have this wagon ride, which goes sometimes daily. My kids loved it. It just goes through and about, but it's just something that the kids were excited about throughout the time. Adult bikes were available to you, and you can get helmets at the front desk as well. We brought these scooters for the kids from home, and it was definitely the move. So I definitely recommend doing that for the younger kids because they only have adult bikes. But having this, it was just such a nice outdoor space. The kids really enjoyed it. They have pickleball, they have basketball, they have tennis, they have all the sports courts and the equipment for you to borrow. At night, they have bonfires, they supply you with marshmallows, and then also they have mechanical bull riding. So many fun activities to do. Horseback riding on premises available with reservation for an additional charge. They have a 1 and a 2 hour trail. My son and my husband did the 1 hour trail because you have to be 8 years old. If you cannot do that, my younger kids, they got to go on these little, they call them pony rides. This was about 5-6 minutes in the area, but my kids were absolutely in heaven. There were also a couple of animals near there that my kids were able to go ahead and watch while we waited for my husband and my son to come back. This rev rail was not part of the ranch, but it was an incredible experience. It's 7 minutes away, so you can book this separately. I must warn you, it is 45 minutes each way. It feels a little bit shorter, but we were hustling. So it was just my husband and I, so we were the only ones biking. If you go with like older kids or adults, I'm sure it is a lot easier. My husband and I, we really had to power through there, but it is for all ages. I stuck my baby in the carrier. He came with us and we had a great time. Now, let us not forget what is the best part. No, the nature was actually the best part, but having the kosher food available there was truly, truly phenomenal. So you have options. You either can go for a full Shomer Shabbat program, which means that everyone there is keeping Shabbat. When you book, pricing for that weekend includes all of the meals from Friday afternoon through Sunday morning. When you're booking during the week, you have the option to either bring your own food and just enjoy the amenities, or you have the option to come to the dining room and order the food. You can come for some meals and not the other, and it's really nice to be able to do that. Now, the accommodation. Now, I've been to sleepaway camp for a lot of years, so I think my expectations were really low, so I was very pleasantly surprised by how clean it actually was. Listen, it's not a 5-star hotel. That's not what you're going for. You're going for some of the best memories that you will make for your kids, and what an incredible experience it was. We just had so much fun together. Like, we really enjoyed. We were with nature. The kids were getting dirty. The kids were getting muddy. At one point of each day, one of my kids would look at me and say, "I'm having such a good time." And I was like, "I'm having such a good time also." Thousand Acres Ranch, I cannot tell you what a wonderful and just beautiful time we had, connected with each other, connected with nature. Being able to do this in a place where your kosher needs could be met was just 10 out of 10. I highly recommend, and we will be back.